Hi, welcome to part 2 of the video Passing CISSP with 3 months preparation. This is in continuation with part 1 video in which I covered CISSP outlines, the expectations, the minimum number of hours that I suggest. In this part 2, in continuation with part 1, I will brief you the books that I recommend, the approach that I followed, the sticky notes, the traditional notes, the highlighting concepts, mnemonics. The most important part is the 350-hour schedule that I followed can be downloadable for you. You can customize based on your comfort, based on the number of hours that you feel you would like to spend. I organized which one is first and which one should be coming last. The books were a bit confusing, were not clearly articulating how to start, how to go. That I summarize. So let us listen. Let us go to the next slide. These are the books that I followed. So the one which is all in one, 1300 pages, extremely well written by Sean Harris, but it is exhaustive. I mainly used it as a reference document. However, I suggest it is essential to read chapter 3 and chapter 4, security engineering and network security, from this book. The advantage, the way these chapters are started, elaborated, concluded, that I could not get in any other books. It's not only for CISSP certification, definitely in future for every security professional, I feel this is an essential reference document. The second book, the CISSP training kit by David Miller. It is the smallest and the easiest one to completely get the grip over CISSP. However, this book is out of publication is one problem. Second, this was written as per old syllabus of CISSP. It does not really inhibit the learning abilities, but the pattern, the narration is applicable for the old. But it's worth going through if you get any second-hand book. I purchased this on this thriftbooks.com. You may also try it, getting for $5, $6. It is worth sparing if at all you can. The 3 and 4, these are the official books by ISC Square. The official study guide, the 3, is an essential book that consists of 21 chapters. It is essential to go over each and every chapter. When I say go over, a few chapters should be studied multiple times, few can be glanced, but it is essential to complete all the chapters, exam essentials and review questions that are given at end of each chapter. This is the fourth one, the 1300 questions given for each chapter plus 4 practice tests in this book. It's worth. So 3 and 4, these two books come as bundled. I prefer you go for bundled purchase. That way you will be very sure of passing if you really get a grip of all 21 chapters. This is my approach. Yeah, you can choose whatever approach you prefer. Good. I really opted for multiple options, multiple approaches, close to 50 sticky notes. I sincerely prepared. At least 1 month prior to the exam, every day I used to go over the sticky notes, and I also used the traditional notebook for the key definitions and abbreviations, because these abbreviations, key concepts, connect the essential concepts of 8 domains. I suggest have your own notes, though we are not comfortable, at least in nowadays, writing the notes, but CISSP proves it is essential. The third is highlighting the book. It is essential, at least for few chapters. Revising 3 or 4 times is essential. My revisions were only based on these highlighted segments and exam essentials. Otherwise, you will never get time to complete the landscape of CISSP. So don't forget about highlighter and highlighting. The last, I suggest it is optional, but I prepared a close to 30-40 pages Word document. This I will be uploading to Unical Academy. Feel free to download, use it. So that just helps as a pointer or quick reference document. If people want to skim it and read digitally, then that should be helping you guys. In my opinion, CASSP is vast area, mile wide, but only foot deep. That's a positive. You should be jack of all, but need not be master of every domain. That is the solace. That is a concession. The second aspect, you should be a good test taker, completing every question, each question in a minute after reading 4 options, really concluding which option is better. That can happen only if you are a good test taker. So practice is essential. Keep practicing either the exam essentials or the model questions that is given. The third, what exactly CASSP test? Is it technical or managerial? My preference, at least for the test seeking, you should have a mindset of a leader or manager who takes the decisions on security design, implementation, and maintenance. Practical aspect is required. The decision making, considering the holistic approach, which one is the best, is thoroughly validated in the exam. Remaining, anyway, these are the simple, but those are the essential. Unless you have 5 years, you can't be CASSP. Unless you accept the ethics, you can't even appear for the exam. The outlines, though CISSP or ISC square says one chapter is 15%, another chapter is 10%. My take, don't focus much on this. Give importance to every chapter. Hardly there are 3 questions difference or 4 questions difference between 10% to 13%, because the overall questions are only 125. So if 3% difference lead hardly to 3 or 4 questions, so there is no point in compromising. Based on the segment that you prefer, you are well versed, you may be focusing less, or something completely unknown, you may be focusing more. Security risk, this is completely theory, administrative governance concepts. These are really practical, and this is relatively operations, but tests you the practical angle and what exactly is required for software development. You should be really wearing a tester or programmer mindset, otherwise you can't. So it all depends. So the 300-350 hours that you are planning, use only based on your SWOT, which one you want to focus more, which one you don't want to. To help you further on this, you can download this Excel that I used based on my own SWOT. You can customize this. visit the given URL to download this Excel and customize based on your own priorities and schedule. So this helps you to plan your hours. This helps you to record how many hours you spent. This can be the tracker that will be helping you. The overall progress graphically gets represented here, and these are my segments in sheet 1, and the details I use it myself for in sheet 2 of this Excel. You may need to modify based on your plan, whether you want to spend 300 hours, 400 hours, 2 months, 3 months. This is the schedule that helped me for my 90 days journey. Based on your efficiency, based on your situation, something else may work. Please modify whatever is given here. Thank you for watching this video. Please visit unicalacademy.com to download the PowerPoint slides of this video, to access practice tests that we put there. Close to 500 questions we compiled, we prepared. Those you can access. CISSP forum, particularly for discussions and questions. Few of my colleagues, including myself, the certified CISSPs, can be the moderators or the mentors, and fellow friends who are preparing for CISSP would enable you to work in a virtual group learnings. Step by step, we are also will be adding up more quick reference materials and cheat sheets. Please feel free to utilize all the resources available on Unical Academy, as well as the groups that may be helping you. Thank you. See you soon.